So, speaking of, since we're talking about timelines and whatnot, I was just wondering. So, what is your personal timeline in terms of how long you want to play pro, and how many Olympics you're gonna go to, and how many more Olympics, and then the rest of the Team USA and what their plans are?
Gosh, I wish I knew anybody else's plans. I don't.
That's true.
I'm
True.
trying to talk Eric into finishing with me. But my goal is to finish in 2028.
Hmm.
That's two more Olympics. That's my goal. Now, will my body agree with it? We'll see. I think it will, but you never know. And so that's my goal. That's kind of almost an agreement I have with my wife of let's make
Yeah,
it
I feel like
here.
you're gonna have some like sort of.
Oh yeah.
You have just a lot riding on your. It's not just like, oh, we'll see how it goes. Like, I'm just gonna take it year by year. Like, no, like you need to give me a day,
No, no,
and
no.
like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
counting
yeah,
down
yeah,
the
yeah.
days. Yeah, for sure,
That's the agreement.
for
And that's
sure.
like that's also like a it brings clarity to me as well. Right?
Right.
It's like 35 years old, will I have the desire to come back and play? Probably. But will I always have that desire? Probably.
Hmm.
It's just when my body will tell me that I
True.
can't.
True.
That so once I have some clarity and a light at the end of the tunnel, then maybe that helps make that decision a little easier.
Yeah.
And every time we go back to Hawaii, we go and stay at my parents' house that is now our house, and and we daydream of the life after volleyball,
Yeah.
and so that is also a very appealing thing when you think of like, okay, 35. Hopefully, I'd have gone to four Olympics and had a long career. That's the idea.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
always pose up the question, like, Brooke, like, what if X amount of dollars one more year? She goes, well, I don't know, maybe this and that. And
Yeah.
she hasn't like slammed the door on it. So I'm like, interesting.
Yeah.